evacuate and support the evacuation of about 15 communities. Just looking ahead to the weather forecast, it doesn't look good. It looks like it is going to further deteriorate. There's no rain in the forecast, and so today, what we are here to discuss with Marlo Pritchard and Steve Roberts and the Minister of Government Relations, Eric Schmaltz, is really preparing our communities, preparing Saskatchewan residents, and preparing our province for what may arrive over the course of the next number of days and over the course of the foreseeable future. And how we are going to best work as a province to support our wildland firefighters that are working so hard in their communities, and to support the residents of those communities that may be evacuated or may be faced with fires in their region of the province. So that begins with today we're declaring a provincial wildfire state of emergency. Under that wildfire state of emergency are a number of initiatives then that we may have to use over the days ahead to further support the wildland fire suppression and firefighter activities that are happening in the north, further support those residents that are evacuated today or may have to be evacuated in the days ahead. And I'll discuss a little bit more about that towards the end, as well as Marlo and Steve will discuss some of the current situation and some of where we're going and how we can best support Saskatchewan residents in the next while. But what I would just close in these opening comments with saying is it's a very serious situation that we're faced with in Saskatchewan. We do need some rainfall. We need that sooner rather than later. And in light of that not being in the forecast, we most certainly are putting in place every measure possible to prepare our province, prepare our communities, and prepare those that live in our northern communities that are threatened by these wildfires in the days ahead. So, Marlo, would you like to go first?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon, everyone. Do you want to move the mics over? Or is that okay? Good afternoon, everyone. As the Premier mentioned, there is a provincial state of emergency been declared. That state of emergency will be in effect for 14 days and can be extended if necessary. The SPSA is committed to providing daily updates on the current wildfire situation, so we'll be moving forward for daily media briefs, probably most of them virtual, but we'll play that by ear as we move forward. In regards to a wildfire overview, and this is as of 11:30 this morning, we have 17 active wildfires. Of those active, 3 are categorized as contained, 8 are not contained, 5 are ongoing assessment, and 1 is listed as protecting values. To date, Saskatchewan has had 206 wildfires, which is well over the 5-year average of 125. And we are currently experiencing high daytime temperatures and warm evening temperatures, which does not assist with the wildfire suppression activities and efforts. And it also is happening that the wildfires are not slowing down like we're used to at night. We're also, as the Premier mentioned, over the next couple of days, we're anticipating high temperatures and winds, which is again going to fuel the situation and cause some extreme fire behavior on the landscape. In regards to our fires of note, J. Smith Fire, north of Mississippi. It's on the highway north of L'Orange. Its approximate size is 33,000 hectares. It was going east toward Brabant Lake, and we did do a successful backburn last night, but due to smoke, we have not been able to get back into the community to determine what the current situation is. The Pelican 2 fire, which is close to Pelican Narrows, is approximately 55,873 hectares. It's considered not contained. Staff are still within the community working on hotspots and working on value protection. The Club Fire north of Creighton is approximately 25,000 hectares. That's about 2,300 hectares on the Saskatchewan side of the border and about 18,000 hectares on Manitoba. The fire activity yesterday was very aggressive. Crews did have to retreat due to the intensity of fires, and smoke has been an issue in regards to our activities today. The Wolf Fire west of Denair Beach is 29,400 hectares. again, not contained. That is the fire near the Foran mine site, which we have value protection on. The Shoe Fire, Lower Fishing Lakes, Lower Fishing Lakes and the Narrow Hills Provincial Park is approximately 216,000 hectares. It is not contained. We have had multiple structures in East Trout Lake area lost. That is still being worked on to determine I guess the area and the size of the structures that we have lost and how many. We have crews still in the area, both in East Trout Lake and Lower Fishing Lake, and significant efforts are still ongoing to manage and contain and fight that fire. As you can tell by the size of it, this is a very difficult fire to work on. The Pichu Fire, west of L'Orange, 55,767 hectares. That's the one near Hall Lake, not contained. Ditch Fire near Weyakwan. The size is approximately 2,500 hectares. That resulted in the evacuation of Weyakwan and impacts Highway 2. All these fires are currently being actioned by ground assets, air assets, and heavy equipment to protect values and prevent further damage the best that we can. As a reminder, we are expecting the new Q400 air tanker at the end of this month, and we will get that up and operational as fast as we can. Currently, we are have external supports, both coming and on ground. Currently, we have aircraft from Quebec and Alaska. We have ground resources from Nova Scotia and PEI that are committed to be attending here very quickly, and Steve will have more detail on that. Currently, there are 15 evacuations within the province, and the SPSA is currently supporting 52 people from Brabant Lake, Whalen Bay, Pepperell Lake, and Little Black Bear in Prince Albert, and we're supporting them in Prince Albert, Nipawin, and offering support for those that are staying with family and friends. We're also expecting to be supporting up to 400 individuals from Creighton, Jan Lake, and Denair Beach, and they will be going to Weyburn, Estevan, and I believe it's also some going to Nipawin. The communities that are evacuated that are not being SPSA supported but are supported either through their own communities or through the Red Cross or other third-party providers are Hall Lake, Flin Flon, East Trout Lake Subdivision, Narrow Hills Provincial Park, Resort Village of Candle Lake, Sturgeon Weir, Deschambault Lake, Birch Portage First Nation, and Weyakwan as of last night. In regards to the last media brief, we had some conversation around Candle Lake Fire Guard. Since that briefing, the SPSA has had personnel working with Candle Lake community leadership. We have had mitigation specialists in the community, and we are currently working on establishing a fire guard around that community. That work started yesterday afternoon and will go until completed. Today, the SPSA is also launching a dedicated toll-free phone line for people who have general questions about the wildfire situation in Saskatchewan. The 1-855-559-5502 line will be staffed from 8 to 8 by operators who will be able to answer most questions. However, in areas of active wildfire, it will be unlikely that operators will be able to provide details, but we will try to get as much information to you as possible. People are encouraged to access the latest and most accurate information on the wildfire situation at saskpublicsafety.ca and to sign up for our emergency alerts through Sask Alert. I also want to just take a moment about drones. We would like to remind residents to stay away from the fire at this time and let first responders do their job. Canadian law requires all drone pilots to fly according to the Canadian aviation regulations, which state that only someone with permission can fly over a wildfire or within 9.3 kilometers of a wildfire. We have had a recent incident within the province, but I will just mention that there was an incident in California in January where a drone did hit a tanker and caused significant damage. So again, just to remind anybody to stay away from those areas as we're working. Numerous highways are closed or have restricted access, so please check the highway hotline information because that situation can change fairly quickly. In regards to asset loss, as of today, we know or have confirmed 44 values or 44 structures have been lost to the wildfires, but we're still assessing other areas. And if anyone does spot wildfires or grass fires, please call 911 immediately. And we will encourage anybody that has property owners that are not really directly affected by wildfires at this time to fire smart their home or yard. Again, simple cost-free tasks of pruning dead trees and keeping your yard free of debris all helps in situations like this. I also want to apologize for the Sask Alert error that went out last night. We sent an alert for Weyakwen evacuation, immediate evacuation. The information was correct, but the map was not. It included Prince Albert. And so I know that caused angst for some individuals. So again, we're doing a review so that to make sure that that does not happen again. And then finally, I really want to acknowledge the great work that our wildland firefighters, community volunteers, volunteer fire departments, and fire departments are doing. It is really a all-hands-on-deck approach, and I really, really want to thank individuals and communities. I was on the road yesterday, and I know that there's members of the community that are supporting our staff, supplying sleeping arrangements, bringing food to the bases, our IMTs. That is so greatly appreciated to the women and men that are doing the hard work in the trees and the forests. So I really want to acknowledge that. It's really going to be an effort all of us need to pull together to get through this over the next days, weeks. But we will get through this, but we have to do it together.